Roll again. See, at least this time we start with two. Well, yeah, both of these two will work pretty well. I gotta watch out for that Evergreen too on the Immortal trade. I don't think I'm gonna. We might get rid of those if we can get. We should be able to do better than that. I don't think I have any. Hit. We'll take the gnarled route. None of those were, like, they really gave us not really good party. They didn't give us good artifacts there. Oh, I guess the mallet on those two. It is like a sharp hit. We take the glimmer. Foreign Hollow would be a good frontline unit. That'd be a good place to start, I think. If I could combine that with like there are different options. I just don't. I think what we could try is we could. Oh, it gives Lifesteal 5. Oh, that would be fine. Because then we can give him, and he'll start with Lifesteal 5. That would be great. And if we got... I didn't think I wanted. Alright, so let's reroll. That's not much better. Right now he should be up. I didn't pan out what I was thinking I could try to get. Yeah, they can start another wall, that's fine. It's not Ember Drain, it's all Satuba, but it's cheap. These are neat. That's not gonna keep. Oh, it would. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh, he dies, and then when he dies, I take damage. Deal 5 damage to front. I forgot about that one. Take 6 on top. Could have been able to avoid that, but I didn't. Definitely win here, though. See, the tricks with Perils of Production, I can't really do it without something like Packed Morsels or some other way to guarantee me having morsels to Perils of Production, where I wouldn't have to suffer that Ember Drain too as much, but I'd be able to gain the 3 Ember, which would be the main thing that you'd want from that. But right now, we'll pick up the Packed Morsels and see how that plans out. We did win on Friday, though, so we'll see if we can get another win today, but I don't know if we will or not, because we're still sorting out how to make this work. Tempted to go over here and grab a copy of our Hollow. I don't know if I have enough to support 2 front line as well. Over here would allow us to do upgrades, but we don't really have a ton of gold. I think we're gonna come over this way. What is that? Horn Hollow is what I already have, right? thinking about making a copy of. We can grab the only problem is those guys are what? Oh, he's only takes up 3 space. I'll probably want to take the space diamond thing and look into that. Alright, so what we're probably going to want to do though is come in here and make a copy of that. Give our sweeper a little more attack power. I think we're doing that. Dies there unless I can't play anything. The amber drains myself. Yeah, that's a bit of a misstep. Really? Okay, we gotta redo this. I can't be losing my units like I'm some chump that doesn't know how to play the game. I mean, I might be some chump that doesn't know how to play the game, but that doesn't make much sense when I have the victories I have. But besides the point. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, he doesn't get to swing, so they go up and hit me. What? I can't really do that much about that. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, the other tank got dazed out before it could even function properly. So that was a bit of a problem, but we made that work out alright. I gotta take the spreading spores to make the northern route make any sense, I think. One question is, why are there those? I didn't really want the animus of speed. I want the animus of. Oh, we might be able to get a quick sweeper out of it. Maybe. Oh, let's grab it out. I'll take the faulty loader out of those three options. I don't think we have any X-Spell spells, dude. No, not any. You want Light's Gift? Well, that's a problem because part of our thing is maybe the spikes. We'll take the health pack because it might matter. Okay, so we're on ring 4 now. What? No, we'll do that. Could put one of, well, yeah, let's go ahead and put. We'll leave it there for right now and see if we need. gonna have to retry that. Yeah, here's where I just start to develop the same problem I had last time. Do I actually not have a good option at all? No, I don't want to take that damage. First. Oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to do. Drop its ember cost down to 0 if I can. Alright, so we gotta do that, I think. They're gonna die there. Perfect. So we figured that out. Right. Well, it only took me a bit longer than it should have. Figure out the right play order. Awaken would be good, but I also need to try to drop the cost for Breading School. For now, we'll take the Umbra. Ooh, gravel. I'm not trying to run. I think that might help me more than options there. Especially when you give me an option to go dupe it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab another copy of that. I bring 5. Do I want to give them the ability to have restore all health when they move up a floor for a random artifact? When so far this run, they haven't really given me much of anything now. If they were handing out the artifacts that I actually cared about, maybe. But they really haven't been this run, so... Why should I go out of my way, you know, right? Could put the sweeper behind. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I might as well kill him to get the boost. Right? The only actual artifact I feel like I really cared about is the Neural Druid, and I didn't think I was going to care about it initially. Okay, final wave. Oh, it's because it got taxed first. That's hilarious. Just having to wait through that stealth is a huge problem. Alright, knowing that, we're just gonna start working on it here. I think we still get him. But having to wait for him to get through all of his 10 stealth can be a real issue. We take the Umbra. So a lot of stuff we need to try to get rid of out of our hands here, out of our deck. Now, I could make a case for the Crucible extension or the Grovel, but the Ember Forge is definitely not something I don't think we need right now. I need to get these points out of my food. Those aren't mattering that much. We'll take the Grovel. Welcome in, Raiders! This is a rare instance where on my secondary computer I actually have my stream up, which I used to do more regularly when I felt like I needed to like look at my screen over there and be like, oh, alright, yeah, it's looking good. But I've gotten to the point where I'm confident that, you know, my setup is what my setup is and it does what it does. So normally I don't have my screen up like that, but because I was watching yours... Let me get your shout out though. Your stream on mute. Now I have my stream on mute over. It's over here. I forget about that weird angling thing. Yeah. There's your shout out. In game? Oh, wait a minute. Let me stop clicking on things. In-game, I think we're doing pretty good, actually. I actually had a really great Memorial weekend. Last night, I went down to my parents and had dinner with them. And they were like... Yeah. I definitely sound different, like... The thing is like, I have a graduate degree, right? Only like, I think 10% of those living in my state have graduate degrees. So that puts me in like the... What would be that, like, yeah, 1/10 of the population, like, 1 out of 10 people are gonna sound like me, right? And then you have to consider, like, what graduate degree did they go and get? Because mine's in history. So, when you have a graduate degree in history, you're gonna talk real different than a lot of people. Because you like, just due to the fact of having to read the way that people used to talk, you find all sorts of fun language to use in your day-to-day life. Because of having to read, like, Old English, or go and find this thing of, you know, be like, oh, that was a great way to say that slur in Sumerian. Not that I know anything like that, but you get the idea, right? So, like, I have a pretty interesting language pool to pull from. But, yeah, I had it, like I was saying about Memorial Day weekend. I went and had dinner with my parents yesterday, then they invited me to go to a car show today. So I woke up this morning, had breakfast with my mom, waiting for my dad to come back from having a breakfast with a friend of his. We piled into the car, went to the car show, looked at a bunch of cool cars. We came back from that. I helped out move some things real quick at the house, which actually got me a little thumb injury because I put my left thumb through a staple and that was in the workbench we were moving. So I gave myself like a half-inch gash through this way, not like within. Because it was just a little staple that I like dragged my thumb through, apparently. So, like, and that was just like getting the table upright, and I did that. So I like my mom ended up helping my dad take it down the driveway a little bit before I came back out and helped to finish helping to move it into the shed. Because it was in the garage and we're moving out to the shed that they have, so he can make enough room in the garage for them to actually put a vehicle in there. So I helped with a few other things, but like, yeah, so I got a little injured. But I had a great dinner last night with my parents. I had a great day with them today. Got home and was a little tired, but got a little bit of a short nap in. And then I caught your stream. While I was debating if I was going to stream myself. But I know I'm not streaming this Friday, I don't think. Because there's an event. There's an event down in downstate that's like a anime lounge event at one of the local bars downstate. I think I could say local bar downstate. I could say it's a Detroit event, but I don't. That could be a little off. Because it's in Hamtramck, but Hamtramck is... I feel like Hamtramck can make a claim to being part of Detroit more than some of the other metro section areas down there. It gets complicated with Southeast Michigan, with those that live in Michigan. Most people think Michigan is just Detroit. Like, our entire state's Detroit. Like, people think of Illinois that it's just Chicago. But But there's more to Michigan than Detroit. I know, surprising, right? With all the talk we were having about Florida earlier, now we're going to talk about Michigan for a minute. And I've lived in Michigan my entire life, so I've not ever lived in Detroit though. I grew up down in southeast Michigan, out in the country actually, just out in the sticks. Out back, like at the end of our property, there was a farm on the other side, right? So like I lived out in the sticks. I know I lived out in the sticks. Now I live in a proper Rust Belt city. But yeah, I grew up out in the country. So it's also kind of... Yeah, there's all sorts of interesting... Michigan's got so much like, Detroit's, like, giant. But it's kind of weird because, like, with it depopulating, that made all sorts of things happen. Like when... Yeah. And then there's the conflict between the Oopers and the trolls. Hence, I'm a troll. I live under the bridge. I know some Oopers. They're okay people, I guess. They never want to pay the toll for using the bridge, though. What's that? I mean, they come down down the bridge, but they don't pay us. But okay. I think that's enough of a recap about how my weekend or day has been. Yeah, right. And B, a little bit of lore and or geography about where I live, without actually saying where I live. Well, in specifics, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds fair. And you know your community's in a good vibe space here. We just got, we're listening to Budget Cube, which is a hip-hop inspired program with a name that's inspired by a character in Cocaine Bear that I called Budget Cube because there's a character in that movie that is the budget version of Ice Cube. I will not say anything else about that movie besides it is perhaps the most 80s movie I have ever watched in my entire life. That movie, so 80s. And I loved it. But I'm not here to promote bears doing cocaine or movies about bears doing cocaine. I'm here to play Monster Train. So, but I wanted to give a little, I guess, knowledge about why the project got its name. It's a little late to do a capricious reflection. We'll grab the Mind Jacks. Not that I really want them. There's like 6 ring, like we're on the ring 6 right now. We only have 3 more fights to go. No, 4 more fights to go because you gotta fight the ring you're on, and then ring 6. You know, so we're on ring 6. So then we gotta fight ring 7, 8, and then the 9th fight, which is against the very difficult Last Divinity, or you know, God. We fight God in our pursuit to defend the train that is trying to reignite the fires of hell. We are the demons. Hence Monster Train. We are on the train. We are the monsters. Technically, one could claim those that are coming to extinguish the fires of hell and boarding our train via force are the actual monsters. And I would like to make that claim as a denizen of the the train, and with the train being the primary, like the fire of hell that's supposed to reignite the fires of all hell, being the main thing that we're protecting. I have to kind of take the demon perspective in the game, I think, just a little bit. Angels kind of come off with a colonialist vibe too, like an Imperial Invader vibe, and I don't really care for that. So that's part of how I read into it. Alright, let's re-roll and see if we can get one more good artifact. Alright, ooh, every time we heal... I think we're gonna grab the cloak, because that can go really well, I think, with the lifesteal that we just got ourselves. Everyone starts with lifesteal too. Yeah, those things look like they combo really well. Do I want to run this up right now, or do we want to wait? I do have cards I need to get rid of out of my deck, though. I can't do much about that right now. We can make one of the glimmers hit harder. Or... oh, that's a good question. Maybe we'll wait on that. Because if we take on any more shards, we'll make the game harder. That's the other thing. Like, I need to get it to 100 shards before finishing Ring 8. But we got at least two more opportunities to up our shards. Okay, so we're fighting Arceus. What is he do? Well, Arceus. Phase, Incant, Resolve, Phase, on the Rally. So he's got Blinding and Looming Dark Shard. Is that the only Dark Shards he has this time? So if I put anyone down there, they just end up being dazed. So we're better off building from... starting here, I think. We'll just do one of those. Oh, I just Thank you so much, Silas here, for the follow. I very much appreciate that. Alright, I don't want to incant at the top. Too bad that +5 life doesn't count as being healed. But I'm just gaining 5 life. Alright, so I can't add any more units there. Do I want to put him... we're gonna let that train steward get himself killed. Clear him out of the deck at the moment. We're gonna hold on to that Thorn Hollow in case... don't think we were gonna need him, but I'm gonna hold on to him. I'm not sure how I want to have that top set up besides having my main guy up there. My champion. Yeah, I don't want to incant too much there. He gains armor. At least it's only armor. But, alright, so we'll break those open up here. We don't want to incant down there because it'll up our the ember cost of all the other spells left. And the Plink wasn't going to do much there anyways. That's fine. Usually I stream on Fridays, but I had the day off today, so I figured I'd jump on Incant there, so I don't want to do anything. Well, we can. Okay. Oh, we should be alright. With the 61 spikes. Okay, we almost got it. There we go. Oh! I need an X spell to make use of all that. Alright, there we go. Yeah, now we kill him right here on the middle floor. Now I just need the thing that has stacks of spikes do more damage on their own. This gives me more attack for spikes. But there's another, like, spike-centered artifact I could use. I'm gonna grab that rail spike, because that could be a really good one if I can walk on. I think we're good. Alright, we got 2 more rounds. That could let me remove 2 cards, which would be at least one of the last train stored I have there. One of the flags. Honestly, none of these are really doing much for me, like 5 planks. Link can matter, but in this setup it doesn't really matter at all. Now this isn't going to help me at all. Oh, maybe I can get an artifact. Well, over here, we might be able to do... Because we haven't even really upgraded our Horned Hollows. I think we're better served coming over here. Let's see what we get. We're gonna take the massive the stones. Gain the plus attack for every blight we have. So I don't always play Monster Train, but it's been like the main game I've been playing this year. I play it on Fridays usually. Saturdays I actually DJ on stream. And then that's usually been my schedule. I do find it a little difficult to stream on the weekdays, so I usually don't. Now, ooh. +5 attack if I just buy the Warren Grunt. Yeah, I think that's worth taking gold for that. Bag size one. Not the problem. Let's see. Okay, do we want to do... have them do 60 damage. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. We can start on every floor. We'll take that 400. Especially when we have a hammer that kills off a couple of guys. And the faulty loader that makes them on the bottom pretty weak. He's just gonna die. That's going to offset with this. Oh, that's perfect because we can give him lifesteal. Heck, let's just feed them all the morsels. They won't get taken out by hammers. here. No reason to ping him for 2 because he'll just end up doing more damage. He does more damage every time he gets hit. His strength goes up. Give him regen and spikes. I don't want to beat him with as few hits as you can put on him, because otherwise his damage output can get pretty high. See, he's already up to doing 32 damage, 33, 34. You know, it keeps going up. Alright, we still got it. That's a lot of space for not taking up. Oh. Engine upgrade wouldn't be that bad. I know I'm just piling on the cards, but I don't think it's the worst thing to do. Okay, we're definitely grabbing the artifact, so we're going to be at 105 shards, but that's fine. Or should be fine. Much as I'd like to upgrade the hollows, I think the first priority is to come over this one. We'll see what I want to do. I think this makes sense though, because what I think I want to do is to get spreading spores down to 0. So every time we get the spreading spores, because it replicates itself. So every copy of it is also going to be at 0 cost, instead of costing me 2 Ember. We wait before I do the next part there. I think what we want to do, get rid of 2 of the links. There. See what artifact we get. Oh, if I only have known the guild marker was right there and could have saved me a little money, right? Or the first... Oh, I think the sap tap might be what I want, though, because every time a unit... The first time a unit gets healed, I draw a card. Guild marker only really matters if you get it earlier in the game. Description notice might be good, but I think we're going to take the sap tap. Alright, so what we want to do... Or at least what I want to do, right? Well, we're going to at least... bring that down to 0. First morsel. I don't produce enough morsels for that for them. Let's... I guess I... Yeah, let me first come over here, I think. Spend a 25. Oh, they're doing that. So now it'll heal all my units on a floor 12, but also deal 12 to all enemies. I think is one of the more useful things to do right there. Oh yeah. A reason to keep the planks around. Because we didn't modify them to matter. I think because of that, I think we've gotten ourselves to the point where, yeah, we can't buy anything, so our best bet is to... I don't think there's another card we need to get rid of. I think we're okay with 32. A little high, but we'll be alright. We got rid of the most problem, like the cards that were going to be taking up the, like, benefit me the least and take up, like, just get in the way, right? So now here's the real test. If we can beat this angel here, and then we fight the angel's god next, the Last Divinity. Alright to put them with. So close. Drawing 3 cards next turn, I think, but we're going to be at... I think it's a little early to do a mortal trade. Put you behind. I don't want to put them down there. That's fine. I know I haven't been running defenses on all 3 floors, but I think we're going to want to do it here. Make it work. fine to give that. Still got life still there, so we'll put the regen here on that one. Especially when it's taking the 47 damage. So, alright, what we're going to want to do... that. Then rerun the Awoken Royal Spike. Yeah, this is getting silly. A little bit. Oh, that's silly of me. Whoops. Because the, I shouldn't have put him down where he was getting swept. But, I guess we'll put the other one here. And then... I think we can give him the one immortal trait. We won't do them both right now. But I'm thinking we don't really... like, we've played a lot of the cards that we need to play. And most of the stuff that we are going to play isn't super expensive Ember-wise. So we can do the one, but I don't think we can do them both. Yeah, see, we still got 3 Ember. Part of the issue is he was removing the spikes and regen and all that, right? At least he was. He cleanses units, right? That doesn't benefit him. Not that it matters, because we're still going to crush him, I'm sure. This is where you immortal trade. And exactly for that reason. We kill him on the bottom floor. Alright, so now we just gotta figure out if this setup works to beat the Last Divinity after this fight. Which would be funny if I found out how to win, like, that quickly. Because it took me a month and a half to get the last win that we got on Friday. But yeah, that's the Seraph, that's the regular original boss of the game. Here's the extra special boss, Last Divinity. This is a much more difficult endeavor. Oh, and they give me not gonna want to play early. At least not right now. Oh, no, I can flip her... Oh, the grovel might have been the better. We'll find out. They all got damage shield. Interesting problem. He dies. I think we're gonna try to get the Husk Hermit to be in her place. Yeah, I just couldn't get rid of the unit with the spikes. Oh, I need to stop it. I said that and I was doing it anyways. Alright, what are we at? 3 more waves remaining. we're gonna need some healing to get rid of that white human. Oh, I think he's dead anyway. Perfect. Him and his spikes is going to be a problem. We're going to have to get rid of that, the mini boss there. Does that work? Okay. Fine. Oh, he dies. He would die from the swipe through up there, so I can't put him there. He must be dying because he hits spikes. He hits the guy's spike, yeah. Not the end. Relentless, we've won! Look at that X! That X means we've won before we even done anything! Because he is dead, right? Or it is dead. I really don't know about the gender of Last Divinity. It should be an it, most likely, right? But it is dead. Oh. Man, 2 victories in 1 week? That's pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Let's get this done with and see what else we can get done, I guess. This is supposed to be a really hard clan combination to work, too. We got it sorted out real fast. That gnarled root that I thought wasn't going to matter was probably one of the key artifacts we got this game, too. Ooh. That's